A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant turn of events, U.S. President Donald Trump expressed his profound disappointment in Russian President Vladimir Putin during a recent interview, highlighting the ongoing crisis in Ukraine. Trump, who had hoped that a meeting with Putin in Alaska last month would pave the way for peace talks, stated that no follow-up discussions have materialized since their encounter. "I'm very disappointed in him, he knows. We have a great relationship," Trump conveyed during the Scott Jennings radio show. The president's remarks come in the wake of escalating violence in Ukraine, where thousands of lives have been lost, including both Russians and Ukrainians. Trump emphasized the urgency of the situation, stating, "Very disappointed, thousands of people are dying. They're not Americans that are dying, but they're Russians and they're Ukrainians, and there are thousands." This sentiment echoes the frustrations felt by many in the international community as the September 2nd deadline set by Trump for the Kremlin to reach a peace deal has come and gone without any resolution. Just last week, a devastating attack attributed to Russian forces resulted in the deaths of at least 25 individuals, including 11 children, further underscoring the dire humanitarian crisis. In a press conference, when asked about Putin's recent attendance at China's military parade, Trump downplayed the significance, asserting that he did not view it as a challenge. "China needs us, and I had a very good meeting with President Putin a couple of weeks ago. We'll see if anything good comes out of it. If it doesn't, we'll take a different stance," he remarked. Meanwhile, Putin has dismissed allegations regarding Russia's intentions to attack Europe, maintaining that Moscow has never opposed Ukraine's potential membership in the European Union. During a meeting with Slovak Prime Minister Robert Fico in China, Putin claimed that Western countries and NATO are attempting to absorb the entire post-Soviet space, asserting that Russia's only goal is to protect its own interests. In a surprising twist, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi described his discussions with Putin as insightful, following their 45-minute conversation during the Shanghai Cooperation Organization (SCO) summit in Tianjin. The encounter is seen as a counterbalance to U.S. influence in the region. Slovakia, under Fico's leadership, has expressed a desire to normalize relations with Moscow, increasing imports of Russian gas through the Turk Stream pipeline, despite the European Union's efforts to reduce reliance on Russian energy due to the ongoing conflict. On the diplomatic front, Putin asserted that the Trump administration is now more receptive to Russia's justifications for its actions in Ukraine, contrasting it with the Biden administration's stance. He expressed hope for a continued constructive dialogue between Moscow and Washington. As tensions persist, Trump has threatened severe consequences over Russia's lack of engagement in U.S.-led peace efforts. Putin's claims of a mutual understanding with the U.S. regarding the war have been met with skepticism from Ukraine and its European allies, who argue that Moscow has shown little genuine interest in ending hostilities. The conflict continues to cast a long shadow over international relations, with Western leaders advocating for Ukraine's sovereignty while navigating the complex dynamics of diplomacy with Russia. As the situation evolves, the need for effective communication and negotiation becomes increasingly critical to avoid further escalation and to seek a resolution that respects the rights and aspirations of all parties involved. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.